And I know that President Trump and you both agree that the shutdown really impacted the election last night. Timing's
Yeah.
everything. As we sit here right now, this is the longest shutdown in American history. Do you think that this election and the results impact the shutdown at all? Do you think that Republicans say, hey, wasn't the best night for us? It was a good night for Democrats. Maybe we should sit down, negotiate perhaps on health care with Democrats. People want to see things regarding affordability, regarding healthcare movement on there. Do you think it makes Democrats, so on the other hand, double down and say, hey, people like when we stand up against Republicans. People like when we stand up and try to fight for healthcare. We're not moving an inch. I mean, where do you see this go? Because right now, I know for the first few weeks, it didn't seem like many Americans really had their finger on the pulse when it came to the shutdown. It wasn't really affecting them. Now it is. We're seeing SNAP benefits halved in the month of Thanksgiving. We're seeing the transportation secretary saying, hey, travel is going to be a mess, and we're coming up to the busiest travel time in the year. I mean, where do you think the shutdown falls in when it comes to election night results last night?
It's going to be fascinating to watch. I mean, we already are into the longest shutdown in the history of the United States of America. It's the longest on record, right? I don't think it can go on very much longer. Um, Republicans certainly are more incentivized, I would think, to want to bring this in for a landing. Conversely, I think Democrats, kind of suggested in your question, Brittany, they want this to keep going. Yes, it's bringing a lot of pain, and the SNAP benefits being one part of this. I think the travel to come is an even bigger part because when people start seeing that a lot of holiday flights are being upended, I think that might be the last straw, and we're not far from the Thanksgiving holiday, right? But Democrats, if they're motivated to want to say, hey, unless you concede to us, we're going to hold our ground. We won last night by holding their ground. That's the wrong signal for Democrats to take here. They didn't win by holding their ground on the shutdown. Republicans might have lost from the shutdown. Democrats didn't gain because they were suddenly seen as heroic figures, unwilling to bend for the cause of principle and doing what's right. I think they're going to become more and more in play here and to blame if they decide they're going to become recalcitrant and not move an inch to try to milk everything they can out of the shutdown moment. I hope, frankly, for the American people. What the American people need to be cheering for is resolution, not extended shutdowns.
Well, with the shutdown, with the midterms, I mean, I think that means hopefully that you and I have plenty of exciting conversations to come. Adam Goodman,
No
it's
question.
always a treat to talk with you, especially right after an election. Thank you so much for joining me.
Always great to be with you, Brittany. So much ahead.